Hi guys, I think I'm live now. If you can see me and if you can hear me, do let us know. We'll be starting today's session very soon. If you want to take part in the test, please go to cracku.in/live. We'll be looking at 11 questions today. All of them are SNAP level difficulty. They will cover all the important topics, so it should be quite interesting. If you have any doubts with respect to the preparation for SNAP, do let us know in the chat. I'll try to answer them. Otherwise, we'll start today's test. Please go to cracku.in/live. The test will start in the next 2 minutes or so. Let me look at some of the questions that you have asked. People who are looking for a free SNAP mock, you can check out a free SNAP mock. There is one free SNAP mock. It is in the latest pattern and it is taken by thousands of students. You should check it out. The link to take it is given in the description of this video. We are also having 5 latest pattern SNAP mocks with detailed solutions. You can get them for just ₹299. The link to enroll to them is also given in the description of this video. You should also check that out. Kshitij is asking what is the duration of this session. This session will be a short one. It will be for approximately 45 minutes. VK is saying, hi sir. I have a doubt related to statement and assumptions, questions and how to solve them. You can ask your doubts in this. I'll be more than happy to help you. Level of quants, Asif Ali saying level of quants in SNAP paper. Level of quant is definitely much more easier as compared to CAT or definitely ZAT. The only issue is you will have much lesser time with respect to CAT or ZAT. Okay guys, we'll be starting today's session. Please go to cracku.in/live. We'll be starting the session very soon. Kshitij Mittal is saying, sir, how many mocks before SNAP? It depends on when your SNAP is. If you have time, I would recommend you to take at least 10 mocks. Atul Kumar is saying, dear Maruti sir, I would request you to schedule these type of sessions after 6:30 p.m. if possible. My office hour is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it would be difficult for us to attend this session. Yeah, Atul, I'll try to do that. The only issue is I'm busy at night, so I didn't want to do it at later in the day today. But I'll try to keep it in the back of my mind and maybe I'll do one session in the evening, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Please do subscribe to this channel so that if you are actually scheduling a session, you will get an intimation regarding the same. Darshit Shah is saying, hi sir, I want to enroll for your CAT crash course. Will it contain all the MBA syllabus and GDPA for CAT? It will contain everything that you need to do well in CAT. It will contain the entire syllabus. It will start from basics. If you are focusing on CAT 2023, it will start with from basics. We have enough time to go through the entire syllabus. We will also do complete revision and we will also provide mocks and sectionals. It is a very nice course. It helps a lot of people. You should definitely check it out. If you have any doubts with respect to the course, please send an email to support@cracku.in and we will answer all of your queries. Bhumika Bhatt is saying, does Cracku provide daily schedule for SNAP 2 on mail like that? Yes, if you are enrolled to the SNAP crash course, you will get the daily schedule for what you should study for SNAP. Okay guys, let us start today's session. The first question will be on your screen now. Shruti Kapuri is saying, will this video be uploaded later? Yes, this video will be available like all of our streams on our YouTube channel. You can check it out. Kshitij Mittal is saying, sir, should we attempt past SNAP papers? We have all the publicly available SNAP papers, previous papers, but I would recommend you to focus more on mocks rather than on previous papers. The reason for that is because SNAP pattern has changed a lot in the last couple of years. So if you're focusing on previous papers, it might not help you as much. Having said that, if you have time, you should definitely check out the SNAP previous papers that are available for free on our website. But what is more ideal is if you take as many mocks as you can before the examination. Divyansh Agarwal is saying, please do a session for IFT also. Definitely, I'll try to do one session for IFT next week. Darshit Shah is saying, sir, can you make a video on how to use the Cracku CAT course? I'll definitely make it maybe in the next 1-2 weeks. But there are already some videos that are available on our YouTube channel about how you should make the best use of our CAT course. We'll probably post the link for that in the chat box. Guys, please do like the stream. We have more than 100 people who are watching this stream live and we have only 40 likes. Let us try to get to at least 150 likes before the stream is over. This is an interesting question. This is, on the face of it, this seems to be a slightly difficult question. But there is a nice trick that you can use to solve this question. Because of that, we have actually included it in today's session. Otherwise, I would have said this is too difficult for SNAP. But there is an interesting trick. And using this trick, you can solve this question quite easily. Okay, let us try to answer this question. In this question, we are asked to calculate the remainder when 48 to the power 50 is divided by 35. We know that 35 is 5 into 7, both of them are prime numbers. So the first thing we'll do is try to calculate the remainder when 48 to the power 50 is divided by 5 and when it is divided by 7. Calculating the remainder when 48 to the power 50 is divided by 7 is very easy. Because 48 is 49 minus 1. So 48 to the power 50 can be written as 49 minus 1 to the power 50. When this is divided by 7, the remainder is equal to minus 1 to the power 50, which is equal to 1. So when 48 to the power 50 is divided by 7, the remainder will be 1. What this implies is that 48 to the power 50 is of the form 35k plus 1 or 35k plus 8 or 35k plus 15 or 35k plus 22 or 35k plus 29. Because the remainder is 1 when it is divided by 7, it has to be one of these 5 possibilities. Now if you are looking at the options, you can immediately figure out that it has to be either A or C or D. It will definitely not be B. Now let us try to calculate the remainder when 48 to the power 50 is divided by 5. 48 to the power 50 is 50 minus 2 to the power 50. When this is divided by 5, the remainder will be the same as 2 to the power 50. 2 to the power 50 is 4 to the power 25. 4 to the power 25 is 5 minus 1 to the power 25. So the remainder is minus 1 to the power 25, which is equal to minus 1. When you are saying that the remainder is minus 1, when it is divided by 5, we are essentially saying that the remainder is equal to 5 minus 1, which is 4. Now amongst all of these options, there is only one option wherein if it is divided by 5, the remainder will be 4. Where a number which is of the form 35k plus 1 is divided by 5, the remainder will be 1. So this can't be the answer. When 35k plus 8 is divided by 5, the remainder will be 3. So this also is not the answer. When 35k plus 15 is divided by 5, the remainder is 0. So this also is not the answer. When 35k plus 22 is divided by 5, the remainder will be 2. So this also is not the answer. When 35k plus 29 is divided by 5, the remainder will be 4. So this will be the answer. So the correct answer is option A. Let us look at the next question. Please do like the stream, guys. We have only 67 likes. We have more than 120 people who are watching this stream live. Close to 150 people who are watching this stream live. Let me answer some questions also in the meantime. Som Prakash is saying, how difficult are Cracku SNAP mocks as compared to actual SNAP? I would say it is more or less on par. Maybe slightly on the more difficult side because we want students to be better prepared. But we try to make it as close to SNAP as possible. But what we have realized is, like for example, in this year's CAT, last year's ZAT, most of the MBA exams in 2022, the difficulty level is slightly increasing, which is what we try to replicate. Fayaz Sayan is saying, sir, my quants are too weak. How do I maximize my quant score in SNAP? It is important for you to focus on speed. Speed is very important in SNAP. So it is imperative that you don't get stuck in any question. If you see a question and if you are not immediately able to answer it, ignore it and go to the next question. Because you should ideally solve every question within 2 minutes. As many questions as you can. Because even if you are spending 2 minutes, probably the time will not be enough. But whatever questions you are attempting, you should not spend more than 2-3 minutes to solve that question. Sir, I have SNAP on 10th. Can I enroll for the ZAT course after 10th? Will it benefit me? I think you can do that. There is nothing wrong with doing that. But I would tell you that you have to be very clear about not wasting any time after 10th. Normally after CAT, what I told students is to take a day or two off to relax and get back into the zone. But after SNAP, you don't have a lot of time. You have hardly less than a month. So try not to waste any time. If you are right now focused on SNAP, if you only want to think about SNAP, if you don't want to think of SAT, then I think it is okay if you enroll to ZAT after the SNAP course is over, after the SNAP exam is over. But if you are focusing on both of them, or if you feel that right now I'm not in the mood to take mocks because my exam is hardly in 2 days, then maybe it is not a bad idea for you to check out the ZAT course and start at least relaxedly studying some of the material that we have given for ZAT. It is up to you, but I would strongly recommend you to not waste any time after SNAP because you don't have a lot of time. Okay, let us answer this question. Here we are told that x, y and z are natural numbers which are greater than 5 and x plus y plus z is 25. We are asked to calculate the maximum value of x minus 3 into y minus 5 into z minus 2. Let x minus 3 be equal to a, y minus 5 be equal to b and z minus 2 be equal to c. What is the value of a plus b plus c? A plus b plus c is equal to x plus y plus z minus 3 minus 5 minus 2 which is equal to minus 10. But we know the value of x plus y plus z that is given to us to be equal to 25. So a plus b plus c is equal to 15 and we are required to maximize the product a into b into c. When the sum is constant, the product is maximized when all of them are equal to each other. That is when a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to 5. And the product a into b into c will become equal to 125. So the answer for this question is option B. And when each one of them is actually equal to 5, x will be equal to, because x minus 3 is equal to 5, x will be equal to 8. Y minus 5 is equal to 5, so y will be equal to 10. Z minus 2 is equal to 5, so z will be equal to 7. In this particular case, the product will be maximized and it will be equal to 125. Let us look at the next question. Siddhant Agrawal is saying, please can you take reasoning questions based on diagrams at least one class before 10 December? I'll definitely try to do it. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll try to do a session on reasoning. Can you please repeat, Avi Agarwal? Can you tell me what you didn't particularly understand? Basically, you have a product, you are given the sum. Now, if you have a product of numbers, the product will be maximized if they are equal to each other. This is true if the sum is constant. If you are, for example, given the sum of 4 numbers, a plus b plus c plus d, and it is equal to say 20. The product a into b into c into d will be maximized when all of them are equal to each other. So, Om Prakash, we do help students with GDPA. So, we write blogs, we conduct streaming sessions. We also upload many nice and useful videos about how you should approach GDPA. How should you phrase your tell me about yourself? How should you phrase your why you want to do your MBA? All the important questions, we upload videos and we do sessions to make students understand. But we don't provide individual or personalized interviews or mock interviews, because we feel that most of these interviews should be done in person. Okay, let us answer this question. In this question, we are told that Virat Kohli in 4 matches, his average is 48. So let us assume that this is his first match, this is his second match, his third match, and his fourth match. So as the average is 48, the sum of the scores in the first 4 matches will be 48 into 4, which is equal to 192. In the 5th match, that is in this match, he scored some runs and now his average becomes 60. So the sum of the first 5 innings is 60 into 5, which is equal to 300. This would tell us that his score in the 5th match is 300 minus 192, which is 108. In the 6th innings, he scores 12 runs more than his 5th innings. So in the 6th innings over here, he scores 120. And now the average of his last 5 innings is 78. So we are told that the average of these 5 innings is 78. So the total is 78 into 5, which is equal to 390. This would tell us the sum of these 3 innings. That will be, this is 390. 390 minus 108 minus 120. What is 390 minus 120? This is 270. Minus 108 is equal to 162. So the sum of these 3 innings is 162. So we can calculate how much he scored in the first innings. That will be 192 minus 162, which is equal to 30. So what we can figure out is that he scored 30 in the first innings, he scored 108 in the 5th innings and 120 in the 6th innings, and the sum of his scores in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th innings is 162. Anyway, the answer for this question is 30. Let us look at the next question. Fayaj is asking, sir, is 54 raw score a good CAT score? I think it's a good CAT score. It is also dependent on what the split is, which slot you are part of. So all those things are part of it. I hope that you have a good split, a good distribution. It shouldn't happen that you did well in 2 sections and messed up 1 section. I've seen that happen quite a lot, which is very unfortunate this year. I hope your split is balanced and hopefully you'll get a few marks in the scaling. Ujjwal Singh is saying, sir, मेरा attempt 10th और 23rd को है. All the best, Ujjwal. Guys, we have close to 150 people who are watching this stream live. We are putting a lot of effort. A lot of our staff is also working with us. Please do like this stream and please comment on the stream if you have any doubts. Each like motivates us. It motivates not just me, but it motivates our entire team to put in more effort. So please do like this stream. Okay, let us look at this question. In this question, we are told that there are 2 people, Atul and Vimal. They're running in the same direction. We have Atul and Vimal. Let us assume they're running in the clockwise direction. Atul runs 4 rounds per hour. And Vimal runs 6 rounds per hour. Because they're running in the same direction, we'll have to try to figure out how much time Vimal is going to take to do 1 lap over Atul. If you think about it, Atul does 4 rounds in 1 hour. So he's going to do 2 rounds in 30 minutes. That is in half an hour. Similarly, Vimal does 6 rounds in 1 hour. So he does 3 rounds in 30 minutes. Or every 30 minutes, Vimal does 1 round more than Atul. So he's going to do 1 lap more and then they are going to meet when he does 1 lap more. So the first time that they meet after 11 o'clock is at 11:30. The second time that they meet is at 12. The third time is at 12:30 and the fourth time is at 1. So the number of times that they meet before 1:15 p.m. is 4 times. Let us look at the next question. Sri Ranganasai Gohit is asking me to take a class for IFT exam. I'll definitely take one class for IFT next week. Kaushik is asking how is SPJ and Global Management Program. It's a very good program from a very reputed college. So you should be very happy about it. Sir, in slot 3 LRDI, there was one controversial question जिसका दो आंसर्स आ रहे थे तो सर उसका कुछ हुआ क्या कैट के तरफ से we have submitted an objection to it. I feel that the answer for that question should be can't be determined. This is my opinion. So I submitted a application. Let us see how they respond to it. But in general, I would recommend you to not worry about LRDA or Quant or CAT. It is over. Even the last date to file an objection is also over. So now just focus on the exams in front of you. Focus and give your best in SNAP. Focus on ZAT. ZAT is also very, very important. Especially people who have already applied for it and who are looking forward to it. I would recommend you to give your best for ZAT also. Because XLRA is a very, very good institution. It's a very reputed institution. So don't be fixated on what happened in CAT. Just focus on that and SNAP. Pratmesh Pansekar is saying, thank you for your efforts, sir. Thank you, Pratmesh. Please do like the stream. We have only 100 likes. We should at least get to 150 likes before the stream ends. Fayaz is saying, split is 32, 16 and 6 in slot 2. That is slightly unfortunate. 32 is very good. 16 also is pretty good. But I think 6 in quant, I think maybe slot 2 quant is slightly, I don't know. I have to check the scaling. I've done it, but I don't remember whether how difficult it was. So that 6 might hamper you from clearing some sectional cutoffs, but otherwise I think it's a decent score. Okay, let us try to answer this question. Here we are told that log of x to the base 2 plus log of x to the base 4 is equal to log of 8 to the base 0.25. What is the value of x? Let the value of log of x to the base 2 be equal to p. Then what is the value of log of x to the base 4? 4 is 2 square, so this is equal to log of x to the base 2 square, which is equal to 1 by 2 into log of x to the base 2. This is equal to p by 2. What this tells us is that p plus p by 2 is equal to log of 8 to the base 0.25. Now what is log of 8 to the base 0.25? This is equal to log of 2 cube to the base 2 to the power minus 2. This is equal to minus 3 by 2. And the left hand side is 3p by 2. Or the value of p is equal to minus 1. That is log of x to the base 2 is equal to minus 1, or the value of x is equal to 2 to the power minus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. So the answer for this question is option C. Let us now look at the next question. Viresh Bangar is saying, my quant score is not improving. In these last few days, I think the low hanging fruits for you to improve your quant score are two things. One is cut down on your silly mistakes. That can definitely be done by mentally preparing yourself and reinforcing these things. You should tell yourself that you should not commit silly mistakes. Many times it happens that once you know how to solve the question and once you start answering the question, your mind drifts. And then you finally get an answer and then you put it. But when your mind drifts and it is not actively thinking about solving, you make mistakes. You make these silly mistakes. That is, you know how to solve it, but you don't solve it. You get a wrong answer. Try to cut down on that. That can definitely be done by actively telling yourself to be completely focused. The second thing I would tell you is to not get stuck in any question. Don't waste time in any difficult question. SNAP is all about speed. So ensure that you look at all the questions. You should never be stuck at any question. Kshitij Mittal is saying, sir, my SNAP is on 10th December, so is 6 marks good? I think you can take maybe 1 mark today or tomorrow, and I think that should be about it. Today I think is already 7th, right? So you don't have a lot of time. In this question, we are told that the area of a square is equal to the area of a rectangle. Let us assume that this is the square and this is the rectangle. Let the side of the square be equal to s. So this is s, this is s, this is s, and this is s. So the area of the square is s square. We are told that the ratio of the longer side of the rectangle to the side of the square is 3:2. So the longer side of the rectangle will be 3 by 2 into s. As the area of the rectangle and the area of the square are the same, the area of the rectangle will also be equal to s square. So the breadth of the rectangle or the shorter side will be s square divided by 3 by 2s. This is equal to 2 by 3s. So what is the percentage by which the smaller side of the rectangle, which is 2 by 3s, lesser than the side of the square, which is s? That percentage will be s minus 2 by 3s divided by s into 100. This is equal to 100 by 3, which is equal to 33.33%. So the answer for this question is option D. Let us look at the next question. Nimish Grover is saying, we love your content. Thanks a lot, Nimish. Tanish Bajpayee is saying, can we expect a session on critical reasoning before 10th? I'll try to do it, but I can't be certain about it because 10th is hardly 2-3 days away, so I'm not so sure I'll be able to do it. But please do like the stream, guys. I'll do one more stream definitely, either tomorrow or on Friday. And if you have any suggestions like the suggestion that was given, please do let me know so that I'll plan the sessions accordingly. There'll be only one more session for Snap before 10th. So whatever topics you are interested in, please do let me know. I'll definitely try to conduct one important stream. Okay, let us try to answer this question. In this question, we are told that 4 into m to the power 1039 is greater than 32 to the power 416. We are required to calculate the smallest integer m for which this is true. 32 to the power 416 is 2 to the power 5 to the power 416. This is equal to 2 to the power 2080. So the inequality that is given to us is that 4, which is 2 square, into m to the power 1039 is greater than 2 to the power 2080, or m to the power 1039 is greater than 2 to the power 2078, or the value of m is greater than 2 square, which is equal to 4. So the smallest possible value of m, which is greater than 4, is equal to 5, and that will be the answer for this question. Let us now look at the next question. Satyam Swarup is saying, are these mocks beneficial? These mocks I think will be extremely beneficial, especially to get your mindset changed from CAT to SNAP. CAT you have a lot more time, SNAP will be easier and it will have much lesser time. So the focus on for SNAP is speed. So I would recommend you to take as many mocks as you can. We are providing 10 very good SNAP mocks. If you don't have time to take 10 mocks, you can purchase the 5 mock series. You can purchase it for just 299 rupees and they'll be very useful for you. Okay, let us try to answer this question. In this question, we are told that the marks scored by Mohan in maths and English is given to us. The ratio is 2:3. So let us assume that he scored 2x in maths and 3x in English. And the ratio of his marks in English and science is 4:5. As we are trying to get a common ratio, and this is 3x and this is 4, let us multiply the common ratio with 4. So let us assume that he scored 8x in maths and 12x in English. Now we can identify that because the ratio of the marks in English and science is 4:5, he would have scored 15x in science. Now we are told that the maximum average marks is what we are required to calculate if the marks in all the subjects are natural numbers which are less than 100. If all of them are natural numbers which are less than 100, it would imply that 15x is less than 100 or x is less than or equal to 6. So the maximum possible value of x is 6. What is the average across the three subjects? That will be 8x plus 12x plus 15x divided by 3, which is equal to 35x by 3. This is maximized when x is maximized and the maximum possible value of x is 6. So the maximum possible average is 35 into 6 divided by 3. This is equal to 70. So the answer for this question is option B. Let us now look at the next question. Vishwa is saying Cracku SNAP mock par with real SNAP test. At least according to us, with the effort that we have put in, we try to make the SNAP mocks of Cracku to be as similar to the actual examination as possible with respect to the difficulty level and the types of questions that will be asked. Agastya is saying, sir, being a gem, I can get calls from IIT, KGP, Madras, Roorkee, and he gave his score and his profile. You can check out our CAT percentile required for IIM calls and our percentile predictor. Both of them are very good tools for you to figure out whether you will be in chance to get a call or not. You will be asked to fill in your profile details. You will also be asked to fill in how much percentile you can expect. And based on it, you will get whether you have good chances or not with respect to the calls that you mentioned. You should definitely check it out. The link to check them out is given in the description of this video. Shashwata Sarkar is saying, sir, how do I juggle my SNAP and SAT preparation? That depends on you, to be honest. I would recommend you to take some SNAP mocks and focus on improving in SAT syllabus. Because if your SNAP is on 10th, I would recommend you to take just one mock, maybe tomorrow, and just start looking at the videos of SAT, especially decision making. Don't get distracted, but I would feel that if you are improving in your fundamentals of SAT, and if you are taking SNAP mocks to account for the speed that is required, that should be a good balance. Okay, in this question, we are told that Rahul sells biscuits at his store. He has a simple strategy. He first increases the price of the biscuits by 20% and then gives a discount on them. He eventually makes no profit or loss in the transaction. How much discount does he offer? Let the cost price of the biscuits be 100x. And because he is making no profit, this will be the final selling price also. But in the middle, he is hiking up the price by 20%. So the mark price will be 20% more than 100x, which is 120x. So the discount, which is equal to mark price minus selling price, is equal to 20x. And the discount percentage, which is equal to discount divided by mark price into 100, will be equal to 20x divided by 120x into 100. This is equal to 100 by 6, which is equal to 16.67%. So the answer for this question is option B. Let us look at the next question. Rishikesh is saying, your data seems to be biased by slot 1 students. How come extreme scaling of +9 can happen? I think slot 1 VRC is definitely very difficult as compared to the other slots. We have already put out some data you can check it out. That basically says that, let me check it once. So in slot 1 VRC, the number of students who scored more than 40, and we had around 7,000 people. The number is roughly the same in all the 3 slots. The number of students who scored more than 40 in VRC is 29. Out of 7,000 students in slot 1 VRC, only 29 students scored more than 40. The same for slot 3 is close to 400. It is close to 390. So you can immediately figure out that slot 3 VRC is definitely much easier as compared to slot 1 and slot 2. The same number for slot 2 is around 100. So for slot 1 it is 30, slot 2 is 100, and for slot 3 it is close to 400. Based on this, we feel that, and I have used the formula that is given. I have followed the procedure that is given. It is uploaded in a PDF. You can download the data from Cracku Excel. You can run it. You will figure it out. Guys, we have only 125 likes. There is only one more question after this. Please do like the stream. Let us try to get to 150 likes. So we need 25 more likes. Please do like the stream, guys. If you like the stream, we'll be more interested and more incentivized to conduct one more stream tomorrow or day after tomorrow for SNAP. Okay, let us try to answer this question. I think the time is up. We have 4 Koreans and 2 Germans. They sit together so that all the Germans sit together. Let us assume that the 4 Koreans are K1, K2, K3, K4 and K5, and let the 2 Germans be G1 and G2. But we want the 2 Germans to sit together, so let us assume that both of them are connected. Essentially, we are trying to identify both of them as a single entity. Now we have 1 entity, 2 entity, 3 entity, 4 entity, 5 entity. We have only 4 Koreans, sorry. So we have K4. So we have 1 entity, 2 entity, 3 entity, 4 entity and 5 entity. So we have 5 entities. The way we can mix them around is 5 factorial, which is equal to 120. But amongst the 2 Germans also, we can arrange them in 2 ways. Either G2 will come first or G1 will come first. So the total number of ways in which we can make them sit together such that the Germans always sit together is 120 into 2, which is equal to 240. So the answer for this question is 240. Let us look at the next question. Riddhi call, yes, SDA Bocconi's program is very, very good. This is the last question for today, guys. I hope you found this useful. Well done, Ayush. You have scored 228, right? That's a very good score. Nimisha, 240 is also a very good score in NMAT. Very well done. Shubhankar Vaze is saying in SNAP, there are 2-3 questions in VA and LR. Each I can't do. Should I leave them or mark a fluke? It's up to you. That should be your strategy. Yes, Izio, if you are able to know how to approach the questions, if you know how to start the questions, but you are not able to completely solve them, it just means that you need more confidence and you need more practice. So use the time till 23rd. You have more than 2 weeks, which is wherein you can put in sufficient effort and make a difference. So solve as many as you can and definitely take as many mocks as you can. It is important for you to gain that confidence that you can solve it, and you will get that only with regular practice. Okay, in this question we are told that there are 2 circles They're touching each other internally. So let us assume that this is one circle and we have another circle, probably something like this. I don't know, let me clean this. This is one circle and say this is the second circle. Okay, that's not working. Okay, let me draw freehand two circles. This is say one circle and this is the second circle. Now let the radius of the smaller circle be r. We are told that the distance between the centers is 5. What this would imply is that the radius of the smaller circle, if you are assuming that to be r, the radius of the larger circle will be r plus 5 because they are touching each other internally. This would tell us that the area, the sum of the areas of the two circles will be pi into r plus 5 whole square plus pi r square. This we are told is equal to 233 pi, or the value of r square plus r plus 5 whole square is equal to 233. We are required to calculate the value of r. Now you can figure out that the left hand side is an increasing function. As r increases, r square plus r plus 5 whole square increases. You can either solve this like a quadratic equation, or you can figure out that if you put the value of r to be equal to 5, this will be 5 square, which is 25, plus 10 square, which is 100. So this is 125. So you have to increase the value of r. If you make r to be equal to 6, this will be 36 plus 6 plus 5 whole square is 11 square, which is 125. This is around 157. So you have to increase r further. If r is equal to 7, that will be 7 square plus 12 square, that is 144 plus 49, which is approximately 193. So you have to increase r further. Now if you make r to be equal to 8, this will be 8 square plus 13 square, which is 64 plus 169, which is equal to 233. This would imply that the value of r is equal to 8. So the value of r plus 5 will be equal to 13. And the required ratio is 13:8, which is option B. Okay guys, I'll answer one more question, one last question before ending the stream. Satyam Srivastava is saying these sessions are the reason that I feel comfortable in quant. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, Satyam. Like I mentioned, please do like the stream and please do share the stream link with your friends. It will mean a lot to us. Joker Man is saying, should we expect this kind of swings in future cats as well? I think let us take this with a pinch of salt. Let us wait, let the percentiles actually come. Let us figure out if they give any statement with respect to one of the questions, for example, we are not so sure. Let the official percentiles come. Let us figure out what the cutoffs will be. We'll also have an idea about the scaling. Then I think we'll be better placed to make a judgment about future cat. Right now, I think cat is just over, so we shouldn't spend too much time pondering over what went right or what went wrong. Okay guys, thanks for the stream. It was a pleasure doing this. Please do like it, and if you have any doubts, please do comment below the video.